Hi, hello everybody. Regional Vice President Jade Brimfield. I'm so sorry I can't be with you tonight, but thank you so much for Carol for taking my place. I am gutted, but touch wood, if I'm not actually on the Zoom, it means that I'm moving house today, which is really exciting and very, very long overdue. So tonight my training really is getting really professional. Hopefully by now you've learned from everybody else how incredible the mighty 90 challenge has been. The fact that people have really been committed to their business in January, every day making sure they do those daily actions, I call them the mundane tasks that we know we have to do to move our business forward, and finding a bit of a schedule in your day where you feel like actually you're just cracking this out now. You've got your own rhythm, you know how this is working, you've got your system with your names and your tallying and how you're keeping track of everyone and how you're following up. And you're in a place of yeah, okay, now I've done this consistently. Hopefully you've done this consistently for over 21 days. That this is something that we can really instill as a habit going forward. I myself, hand on heart, have never done this amount of work consistently, definitely not consistently for 21 days. So thank you guys for keeping me accountable as a leader. And I know many of the VPs as well have really enjoyed doing this alongside with you. But now really it's about taking our business to the next level and how we can really try and be professional in a business and an industry that is just like any other job. So I myself used to work in sales in various different things. I used to work as an account manager in buying. Then I did a bit of sales work once Chase was born. And the whole thing is, guys, that you have to really speculate to accumulate. We can't just sit and post on social media and hope that the whole world is going to be attracted to us and they're going to come and want to buy products from us or come and join our business. We have to really kind of almost give a little to get a little. And we don't give to get, like Fiona says, but if you do give, you do get. So how can we move forward with the business, and what else can we now branch out into to easily find new contacts through social media? There's men moving stuff in the house at the moment. Through social media in different ways. So we're not just doing the find ad message, which we want to carry on doing, but how can we actually expand our network, get people to warm to us, get people to know who we are, what we're about, and potentially become clients or potentially business builders, which is really what this business is about. So last week, if you were watching the trainings, there was a couple of people that mentioned about Jade's list, and I was thinking, I'm not really sure what this is, whether this is something that I've really instilled, but I really started to look through and thought, do you know what? I do make lists, and I'm really, really specific on who I've reached out to, when and why, and what the campaign was. So tonight, I'm going to give you a couple of top tips about how you can move your business forward in a really productive way, and how we can be professional, efficient, and consistent with doing new things that are going to help us get new clients and help people warm to us and reconnect with people a little bit. So pens and papers at the ready. It's going to be very, very quick and fast paced. So I want you guys to really absorb this in, and hopefully you can implement this into your business. And I've done this already myself. Now, if you have listened to the AIT training that I did in the AIT group, there's a little bit of repetition here, but I'm just going into a little bit more detail with some examples. So hopefully you guys can really see what I've been doing. Over the Christmas period, I made a list of people that I wanted to talk to about the 30 days. And it started out with people, so it's just my simple notebook, and they were all numbered. And it started out with people from my client group that I knew that had bought products. And I went through and I messaged every single one to say I'm looking for people to coach into January to start the 30 days with me. I love people to be accountable. And I did this a lot. I sent lots of messages. In fact, it stops here, but then I did some of the writing, and it starts again. I think I reached out to over 350 people. Now, some people did more than me, but I made sure that I wanted to speak to everybody. It started with clients, and then I went through my friends on Facebook. So these are people that haven't necessarily bought products, don't necessarily maybe know that I'm even doing an online business, but I am friends with them, and I could reach out to them and say, hey, bit random, but I'm doing this. I don't know if you'd be interested. By no means am I saying you need this in any way, but if you are interested in feeling healthier, I'd love to give you a bit more info. So that was the overall message. Now, lots of people ignored me, never replied. Lots of people said, hey, Jade, yes, I'm interested. So I added them to the Kickstart Reboot group, tagged them in some videos, but then they never really followed through with the purchase. And some people said yes to join the group and bought, and some people said yes to join the group and said no to me, that they weren't going to join me this time, which was fine. And I kept a little simple log of who was like a no, who said no, not to be added, who wasn't interested at all, who yes to be added, who was yes to be added but didn't order. And that was my little system. So now I'm thinking, right, what can I do in January to move my business forward a little bit more? Like, what was I doing last year that was working really well that I've kind of stuck doing? And they were the 15-minute events. Oh, guys, if you were doing these and thought, they don't work, I didn't get any sales from it, didn't get any gratification instantly. To be honest, I don't think that's what the 15-minute events are for. I don't think they're there to have sales instantly. I think they're there to make great new connections with new people that you can warm up over time that will eventually buy. And I'm a complete testament to this. People that I've been introduced to through parties that have never bought a thing, that have never even texted me back or anything, have since gone on to buy products in the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, and then hosted parties and events for me as well that have introduced me to a new network of people. It's never always instant, but it always, if you put the work in now and know that this is part of the process and that actually the fruits of your labor are going to all like come around later down the line, is exactly what we need to do. So I've gone back to the 15-minute events, and I literally did 4 last week. And I'm really, really excited because I had a lot of inquiries and I had a lot of new people that joined my private VIP group as a result of me doing that party. No sales, but new people getting to know me through my private VIP group on Facebook. So what I did was I started off from number 1, and I went through all of the names, everyone who said yes to be added and got a little tick. I went back and thought, some of these have already hosted parties for me, so I won't go to those. But there's some that were new, that haven't hosted parties, didn't necessarily say yes. But me going in and saying, I'm looking to build my business in different ways, more online. And I've been running these parties. They've been working really, really well. It's very short and sweet. Would you be open to being a host for me? As a host, you don't have to do anything. I do it all for you. Your only job is to send a pre-written message that I put together for you with a link to the group in, send it out to some of your friends, and there's a raffle at the end for them. And in it for you is a free gift for doing that for me. So many people came back and said yes. 1, they already know who I am. They kind of know what I'm about. They know that I'm to do with nutrition and healthy living. It's not a complete cold message straight in randomly asking them to host a party for me. They know me. I've already started that conversation just recently, and they're more open and inclined to help you with something. Definitely, if they were open for more information about something, they'd definitely be open to maybe getting a free gift just from sending a message out for you. So that's what I did, and that's how I've started. So for me, I've been really excited about going into this, and I'm just going to quickly share my screen, and hopefully by now I've scheduled a link to my 15-minute party on the Do More. So if anyone wants to join and have a little look, then please do. I wanted to create something that was really easy for me to replicate, and wasn't, to be honest, a real long job of having to schedule loads and loads of posts, because to me that just puts me off. That's my personality, and some people may want to schedule more posts or add more information in, but this is how I've done mine. And I've basically gone from the Jessica Champagne, but I've kept it very simple. So if you want to reorganize them to be in order of time, simply a cover photo, a little intro. I do a 50-second video welcoming everyone to the group and just introducing myself, and that is just a saved video that I can reuse over and over. A simple poll about what skin type, welcome everybody to the post. I do ask the host if they are already clients or product users to do me a little testimonial, because that's quite powerful. If they're not, then they can just post in there. I could ask them to post in there just to say, can't wait to see you all later, I'm really excited, just so their guests can see that she's sort of the host. Half an hour before, a little reminder, and then it's my live, which at the end I ask people to join my VIP group and they get to enter a raffle. So that's how I get people to kind of filter through into my VIP group, so I can start to make these new connections and they can get to know me through my private lives and my everyday posts that I do anyway. Then a simple overview of the 30, I speak about the 30 days, simply the 30 days and simply the Age Well skincare. I'm not going into everything because it just goes on too long, and I really want to focus on how people can look and feel amazing. So you're more than welcome to watch my live. It's in no way polished or perfect, but it's just me being honest. So then there's a couple of posters in there about the 30 days and the Breakfast Club, a post there about all the skincare ranges that we do, and then 3 of my top favourite products. So I've got the mascara, the Setting Pretty powder, and the Age Well, the eye masks. And then 1 testimonial, sorry Gemma if you're watching, I've used yours, of somebody who's done the 30 days, and that is it. And then people, like, you know, can comment or follow up with me. So it really was probably about 5 scheduled posts plus my live, and it really didn't take very long at all. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. So this is now something that you guys can do and implement. It's really, really powerful to meet new people. And I promise you that, you know, I have sponsored people into the business. Cara Smith, who's a district manager in my team, she was sponsored into the business through a party, through from being a guest in a party. And then she hosted me an event and got me so many more clients that are now hers because they're her friends, and she actually decided to join the business. So it does work, guys. It just doesn't always happen like instantly. Sometimes it does, just doesn't always happen instantly. If you haven't been asking people about the 30 days, or you didn't, or maybe you could do more, time isn't over. We can still keep going. Ask people to take a look. Form a message that's just real and you. You know, I'm not going to send scripts out. I think it has to sound from you. You know, I'm looking for people to coach. I'm actually on this journey. I'm going to carry on. Did you want to join me? You know, are you interested in feeling healthier? And would you be interested in just getting some information from me about a program that I'm running and coaching people through? Reach out, ask people, make a list, make sure you follow up. That's the most important thing. Because if you're not following up, there's so many people I messaged 3 times and then they came back to me saying, yes, please add me to the group. And then they bought 30 days. So make sure you follow up with people. So do that. You can continue. I can continue to keep adding to my list, asking people about 30 days. And that counts as an ask, as part of our blitz. You know, not just asking about the business, asking people about the 30 days and would they be open, or asking people to host a party. So there you go. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you about is how we are blitzing, how we are finding new contacts and warming them up. Now, whatever system you have found, I have started to reach out to new people through social media, create conversations, get to know people. And when they reply, they go onto my little prospecting tracker. And I have a very color-coded system as to whether I'm just in conversation with them, whether I've actually asked them about the business, what their reply was, whether they want, you know, not interested or following up. And if I'm honest, there's a lot of people here that I think in pink, that the conversation's dried up and it doesn't feel authentic to go straight in with the business. I don't really know where else to take the conversation. And actually, if you were one of the new and new members on Lorraine Westleby's training, she talked about how she gives. And you have to speculate to accumulate. That's half of the thing that we learn in normal corporate life. And I thought, what am I not doing that she's doing? And she is always, every day, sending something out in the post to somebody, some samples, something that may benefit them, something that may interest them, you know, and give them a little warm insight to what the products are, rather than just being like, would you like to buy this? Would you like to buy this? Would you host me a party? Do you want to join my group? When they haven't tried anything, they don't really know who you are. And I think that's something that I wasn't doing. And you know the reason why I wasn't doing it? Because it wasn't convenient. It felt like a faff for me to like have to parcel samples up and get them to the post office. And I thought, what can I do to make sure I'm being super efficient every week and I'm sending out a minimum of so many samples? So I've got myself organised. Now I have dug out some bits from my boxes, and I know this is probably not foolproof right now for me because I'm kind of about to move house, but I wanted to show you what we can do to feel like you're organised and ready and you can start sending samples out to people. My aim is to go to the people that I've started a conversation with and it's dried up, and for me to go and ask them and say, hey, I hope you're okay and I hope you've had a lovely week. I just wanted to ask you a bit of a favour. I run my own business, and I wondered if you would be open to trying some samples. If I popped a few samples in the post for you, would you be happy just to try them and just give me your feedback, or maybe just post on my wall with any feedback that you get? I'd be really interested to kind of see from somebody who I don't really know what their thoughts and opinions are. And from there, doesn't that sound like somebody would be like, yeah, I'll have some free samples, there's no like hitch here, and that sounds so lovely of that person to offer me something for free. I can then ask the question as to whether what their goals are. You know, is it more skincare related or is it more nutrition? Now, I went on Amazon over Christmas and I bought these cute little Jiffy bags. I think they were like £8 for 50, and they're well protected. They're a cool different colour. They look a bit different, and I've got a load of these. So these are my Jiffy bags. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 10 samples, so 10 sets of each. So on a Sunday, I'm just going to go through and bulk sample into these envelopes what I'm doing, some skincare and some nutrition. So into my Jiffy bag, I'm going to pop in a sample of protein. I use Host Rewards all the time to make sure I'm getting free samples, free products so I can pop as gifts for people. I think what I'll do is I'll pop in a couple of tea bags. I've always got spare tea bags. Maybe a fizz stick and a Mind Health. They're on the free gift list too. And a Skin Elixir. Fab. So there's a great nutrition sample pack all ready to go. And you can simply go to the source and print off like the meet the product sheets, or maybe just a bit of an overview of Arbonne's nutrition, the fact that it's vegan, gluten-free. If you don't use the source for documents, you need to get on there. There's so much. You can just print off 10. There's one pack, 10. Now, another thing I do is I have these. It was my main mission last year to get really professional with my own clients and look after them. But why not really show how professional we are with people that aren't potentially clients yet, that are getting samples from us? And I had these printed. It didn't cost very much. I designed it on Vistaprint. It was so cool. Sorry, I designed it on Canva and then uploaded it to Vistaprint. It was so quick. And on there, it just has my name, the fact that I'm an EMVP, will be. I had lots printed, so I thought I'm just getting them ready. My number on there, my email, and I just got this little like link thing which takes it to my Instagram page and also my client group on Facebook, and I think that was free just to do that barcode that was on there, and just a little thank you. So in there, that's going to go in. Makes it look a bit more professional, doesn't it? With my printout of my of what the nutrition stands for. It's clean, you know, the fact that it's vegan, and there is one bag ready. Now, I just simply went to, I'm going to share my screen again quickly, Amazon just now, and I thought I could send these second class, you know, it's a cheaper way. I can order perhaps 15 large letter stamps for 20 quid, and I'll just do that. That'll probably take me, you know, 2 weeks worth of samples. I've got them ready and I can put my stamp on it, and I can have a basket of all my nutrition samples there ready to go. And then all I need to do, where is my special pens? Oh, they're in here somewhere. Hang on. I can't get it out now. On there, someone says, yeah, Jade, I'm interested in trying some of the nutrition. I'm into my fitness. Great. What's your address? Let me get it in the post to you tonight. It's all ready to go. I take one out, and all I have to do with my special silver pen, get a beautiful little pretty pen that makes you stand out, write the name and address on, and then on your evening walk or every day, whatever it is, you have to just nip out to the post office and find the nearest post box and just shove it through, and know that that's one of your samples a day. Even if you just do one a day, it sets out like a new precedent for actually starting to expand and get people to experience these products. There's one. The second idea I thought, if it's skincare, now you could simply have your skincare there, and you could use some of these samples that Arbonne put together for us. That could go in there. Or if you think, do you know what, actually I haven't got a load of these, and I've got loads of the full-size product, you can get organised, and with your full age well set, and I've done this before, I've ordered little sample pots like so. You can get them from Amazon, and you can literally decanter some of like the cleanser into the pot. So a couple of pots, and I could number that number 1 on there, or you can even get some labels made. Depends how professional you want to be. And you can also get, for the toner, these little spray bottles. They're so simple. You literally pour a little bit of the toner in, the little spray bottle, so that can go in there. You can put a number 2 on there. Fab. And then literally all of the products, you can put them into you can decant a load out, put them in your Jiffy bag, maybe pop a sample of the Skin Elixir in as well, because that's to do with skincare. And then also, sorry, I realised I've not stopped sharing my screen. go to the source again, and there's a simple, you type in age well, and there's a great regimen chart. You could print that out, pop it in, pop in your business card or just a little letter to say thank you. You don't need to go to the expense of this. You just pop a little letter in saying thanks so much, Carly. Hope you get on well with the samples, whatever it may be. In there, seal it up, stamp ready that you've ordered off Amazon in my skincare basket. Let me stop sharing. And that'll go in my skincare basket. Carly's more interested in the skincare. Carly, great. What's your address? Let me just quickly write it on now with my special silver and white pen so it looks really classy and they're going to remember me. Tonight on my walk, I'm going to post that through the letterbox, my local letterbox. I've got a sample of my nutrition samples, a box of my skincare samples, and I've got 10 a week, 5 a week, 7 a week, whatever it is that your mission is. I'm going to get one sample out a day maybe and have them ready. It feels like a faff, doesn't it? If you're like, oh, I've got to just get all my pots out again and do all the decantering and get it all ready. If you've got like 5 skincare, 5 nutrition ready to go in one lot, then you can do that. It can be like your weekly prep, and it's an addition. Now, say for example, these samples go out and Carly, she likes the skincare. Thank you so much for the freebie, but nothing really comes from it. That's going to happen in some cases. But do you know what would feel easier? You're asking of Carly. Would she be happy to join your VIP group just to keep an eye on everything that you're doing? And, you know, she might actually, in turn, the skincare may not have been her thing, but you might talk about fizz sticks later down the line, and that really sparks her interest. Or now Carly's had something free from you, maybe she might help you out with something, and maybe she might say, yeah, I'll host your party. I don't really know what it's about, but I can tell you do something to do with skincare now. Like there's some warmth in this conversation, and she will host you a 15-minute party. That to me sounds so much better. Me speaking to Carly from an initial find ad message on social media, conversations dried up, to me then going straight in to say, hey Carly, do you fancy hosting me a 15-minute party to do with my business? Not really spoke to you about it yet. Or do you want to join my VIP group? Or do you want to join my business? If it's not quite gone there yet, you can really warm people up, and it actually starts the conversation off again. So I just think that for us, we have more to give, and we can get more professional in this. We can really adapt and add to what we're doing already, and being super professional with these blitzes, and also how we can adapt and add to that. I just wanted to show that to you. You can do it in whatever way you like. You can get these little cardboard boxes. You know, it may be that people are local to you, and you can just put them in a cute little brown bag with a bow on or something and pop it in with your little card and a little note. Whatever works for you, that is the best way. But I do think that we're perhaps not giving enough, and I definitely, if you're like me, I definitely wasn't, and I think that there's more we can do. So if that helps anybody, that's something that I'm going to be taking into action. More 15-minute events, more warm connections with people, more connections with new people that I don't know that have connected through me through referrals, and definitely helping get the products into so many more hands and getting them to hear about Arbonne first from me. I hope that's helped some of you. If you've got any questions, please reach out to me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the training and recognition. Have a fab February, and I'll see you all soon.